Hello, call me Dave. Another night, a bit of comedy, bit of fun. And one of my mates, he says to me, "You never do anything which is about your life, do you?" I was like, "What do you mean? I always do." I says, "Oh, we've got to take care of our health with all this shit going on in the world." My mate went home from the pub the other night. He left early. He said he had some pains in his and a dead leg. Next day, it spread all over. Fucking funeral's next Tuesday. Yeah, dead leg. And whoever put the word fun in funeral needs fucking shooting. So I was with my ex-girlfriend. I had to leave her. I just had to. She started faking orgasms, you know. How do I know? Me fucking best mate told me. That my ex-girlfriend used to do a lovely meal and entertain for the evening. Lovely. She used to do a meal for 4, though. Only wish she'd invited another fucking 3 people, the fat fuck. You know what I mean? Once I took her to a Chinese restaurant. It said on the door, "All you can eat for a £5." They wouldn't fucking let her in. I said, "Look, they've named the soup after you." She said, "What, minestrone?" I said, "No, wonton." Fucking wonton. Hey. Have a sip. They eventually let us in the restaurant when I offered to give them 15 quid for the meal instead of a £5. But they insisted that she could only have one fucking chopstick. I do miss her. She is twice the woman I have now. No, she was actually fucking 3 times the fucking woman I've got now. Fucking her feet had different postcodes. My mate's missus, she's a dirty woman. She'd gobble anything, or anyone, come to think that. Or come on, you know, rather. I went out in town with him. He was really pissed last night. He got into a taxi, said to the taxi driver, "Take me where I can get a blowjob for 20 quid. Took him straight home. I was like, "Well, you're a lucky bloke if you don't mind sharing an inch squat." You know what I mean? My friend is a really big lad. He was sent to a retreat to lose weight and exercise and fix his health issues. We could all do a bit of that. He was close to death. He was, go and do this or, you're going to be really bad. The very first day, this healthy woman come out and she said, "Pete, the only way to shock your body into changing is to go cold turkey." He said, "Oh, great. Can I have that with salad or chips? Do I get a milkshake?" Fucking cold turkey. Yeah, I was reading the newspaper yesterday. Apparently Philip Schofield is now depressed. I said, "Of course he is. The fucking kids are going back to school now, aren't they?" Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. Get away with that one. Yeah, Super Minjo's back. Only he's a dick. According to a newspaper in China, they've taught a monkey to play chess and tennis. I got straight on the email. I wrote to him. I said, "If you can teach her to give a half-decent fucking blowjob, I'll buy one, you know? Trade it in for the missus." Apparently, after playing the games, the monkey just sits about eating bananas and picking and scratching his arse. I was like, "Well, that's just a normal day in my house." Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I've just read that Gary Glitter, or Peter File as we've come to know him, he's just bought a house in Germany. I didn't think he was into sausage. A day after Gary moved into the house, the locals started rebuilding the fucking Berlin Wall. Got to keep the cunt out, you know. The missus was really pissing me off the other day, so I dipped her vibrator in cayenne pepper. Well, she said we should spice our sex life up. She fucking knew it was me. The next morning, my fucking picture was on the dartboard. She said, "I've made you a cup of tea." I thought she was going to fucking poison me with this. So I sneakily went to the loo and I swapped my cup of tea with hers on the way back. I thought I was doing so well. As then I went and sat down on the sofa. She'd only positioned the vibrator, so when I sat down, I went, "Right up me fucking arse." She said, "1 all, fuckface." Yeah. So that didn't fucking work, did it? I was reading Woman's Own magazine in the Doctors the other day, because there was no other fucking magazines in there. You wouldn't give away your decent ones, would you? And there was this article that said 40 ways to please your man. I was like, what a load of bollocks. There's only 5 ways to please a man. 1, give him a decent blowjob. 2, make him a fucking bacon sandwich now and again. 3, have sex once in a while. 4, make sure the fucking Wi-Fi is working. And the important one, quit moaning for an hour or two, you know? I understand the last one isn't permanent, as you women love a good moan. But they're the fucking 5 ways. My friend's missus moans for hours after sex. I thought, it must be, you know, it's really good or something, you know? He said, no, not really, that's because I wiped my cock on the velvet curtains. It's really soft. No wonder she fucking moan at you. You know when you let yourself go, ladies? When you pull your knickers down to your knees and your arse and your beaver's still in them. Christ. Imagine that. We're in an era now of fat-free, sweeteners, whole grains, and these are already healthy for you. So why is everyone still fucking overweight? My friend's 16-year-old daughter is so fat, they didn't know she was pregnant. I don't know how it happened. You need a fucking tire lever to get her knickers off. Honestly, she went for a crap, and she came back holding a little brown thing. And Mum said, what the fuck have you been eating lately, you dirty little cow? And she said, a lot of sausage, Mum. A lot of sausage. My other friend's daughter came home and said, Mum, I've had the best sexual experience ever, and I'm now eating for 2. Should have seen the face on her. She said, you're only 16. Completely shocked. She said, oh my God, are you pregnant? She said, nah, Mum, I just had a threesome with a couple of lesbians. That was so good, I'm going to be doing it 3 times a week from now on. Eating for fucking 2. There's a good book in Aldi. The old Olympic champions. Eat like a champion. They know how to have fun, don't they, the old Olympic champions? Eat like a champion. That's probably a good book. Give it a look. My friend at work has the biggest pair of knockers ever. I saw her at the fucking supermarket the other day. She had a trolley with 2 seats in it. She hasn't got a fucking baby. She puts 1 tit in each fucking seat. Fucking bra must have suspension on it, I'm telling you. And there was an accident last week near the post office. And she didn't have her seatbelt on. Luckily, she was completely unharmed, but the fucking dashboard was smashed to fucking pieces. She said things are really getting on her tits lately. That's hard not to when you're that close by. They're every fucking way you look. Christ. Lovely girl. She's got a lot of good things in front of her. You can see it. My friend's missus is very pretty and a lovely body. The lucky bastard, she's quite keen as well. But I think it's taken its toll on her. She said she's now off to get a few nips and tucks on her fanny. You know, on the old beaver. She said she's having her inner and outer labia trimmed. He said to me, he said, she doesn't want anyone to know. Even when she comes back, I said, don't worry, mate, don't worry. We'll all remain fucking tight-lipped about the whole thing. Not as tight as hers, obviously, but you can't have everything. Is it just me, or was I right to be suspicious about fucking celebrities, child abuse, the shit on the TV? Every time you watch a porno movie, there's a woman getting a good Rodgering, and she always says to the bloke, yes, daddy. Not a fucking daddy, is it? And then the man shouts, who's your daddy? What the fuck are they on about? If you're shagging your fucking kids, you're sick and you need locking up. Stop that shit. You know what I mean? The media business should have stopped this shit by now. That's incense, you know. Fucking incense. Fucking who's your daddy? Who's your bloke, Rodger and you? Leave the fucking daddy bit out, that's sick. I met this gorgeous girl last night. She had blonde hair, long legs, nice rack. You know, lads. Yeah. I said, can I get you a drink? She said, yes. She said, they're fucking expensive in here. It's only 7:30. Fucking cheek. I said, what's your name? She said, I changed it to make life a bit more fun. I said, what was it? She said, Sherry. I said, I don't mind Sherry, that's nice. She said, I changed it to Carmen. I said, well, that's also a lovely name. What made you pick that name? She said, because I like cars and I like men. As she said that, half the fucking bar stood up and went, woohoo! She said, what's your name? I said, I'm a good man. My name was Ivor Biggin. But I've now changed mine too to Rodger Ring. She said, why did you change your name? I said, I've Ivor Biggin already. I'm now going to give you a damn good Rodger Ring. I said, let's get out of here, Blondie. I was shocked that she picked up an ugly fucker like me. I'm telling you. I took her home We shagged for hours. I sat in bed talking to her. When I pulled the cover back, she had a fucking minge. Oh my God, that fucking minge looked like a fucking Chinese takeaways bin bag. I said, how come you're so beautiful and yet you have a fucking minge like that? Oh, she said, I got this thing called blue waffle. I said, what's that? She said, that's what you get when you've been shagged by every bloke in town. I was like, oh, fucking blue waffle. Google that. That'll make you, you won't eat waffles again or anything blue. Fucking hell. I parked the car the other day and I wasn't sure if there's any parking rules. Anyway, this really kinky traffic warden come up and said, you've been parked illegally. I mean, parked fucking illegally? You've been parked illegally for 30 minutes. I've been watching you and the missus. She's got a big bun, she has. Lovely. I was like, this is not quite fucking right here. He said, you'll have to pay a fine and an unclamping fee. I said, we haven't been clamped. Next thing, he stuck 2 nipple clamps on the missus and fucked off. Kinky fucker. Yeah. Apparently, he just escaped from the local mental asylum. The missus didn't seem to mind. She kept both of the nipple clamps to stick on my fucking bollocks later because I hadn't done anything at the time. You know what I mean? Nothing quite like some punishment, is there? Small pleasures. Small pleasures. Fucking hell. One-eyed Willie here has turned into Super Mingio today. I hope you like the tash. Anyway. You know, it's not easy being a Welsh bloke. You know, coming from the valleys. It takes a lot of stamina and perseverance to have fun with a sheep. To hold its back legs while it's trying to get away, you know. You need a big old cock as well. Think how big a fucking sheep is. I have got a big old cock right here. The hardest part is probably scrubbing the shit off your groin afterwards, lads. You. And that was the fucking sheep's name. You. That's the name of a sheep, isn't it? You. Who come up with that shit? Was that you, cock? I was with this girl the other night. We had a few drinks. We went back to hers. She was fucking all over me like a rash. She said, I'm just going to go to the bathroom and sort myself out. I said, I can fucking do that for you. She said, yeah, okay, but I'm just going to slip into something more comfortable. I thought I was sat there for fucking 45 minutes. I called my mate up and I said, she's just gone to slip into something more comfortable. 45 minutes ago, he said, what did she slip into? A fucking coma? She came out just after that. She's falling about pissed. I thought, bloody hell, she's, for a bit of fun tonight. She walked up to me. She said, come on, big boy, shag me to death. I said, I thought you had fucking died a few minutes ago. Fucking 45 minutes in there. He said, I've got something for you. She walked towards me and put her arms out to cuddle me. Fucking threw up all over me. Fucking carrot and bits of... Oh, I was well and truly fucked that night. I'll tell you. Yeah. I thought the missus had bird flu earlier. She wouldn't come in off the fucking windowsill. She kept whistling at me. Yeah, I suggested that she might have bird flu to her. She flew off the fucking handle. So, that's not unusual. She's always got blue tits in the cold weather, you know, when it's winter. And she's always got red breasts after a fucking damn good Rodgering. Rodger Ring. Our best friend. Good old fucking Rodger Ring. He doesn't come over as much as he used to. And nor do I. I do miss him. Fucking Rodger Ring. Well, it's time to fucking write another one. See you in the next one. Have a good evening. Take care.